Manchester City's defensive options in comparison, is it very clear which side needs Marc Guéhi the most?
Absolutely, absolutely. There's no doubt about that, and I guess that's why this has come to the fore again in recent days, because you look at the absences at the moment of Dias, of Guardiola, the fact that John Stones, you never quite know where you are fitness-wise. Kuzanov has struggled to prove himself at the appropriate level so far, even though he's one for the future, I would argue. And then you've got the recall for Max Allain, who's done very, very well at Watford. But we're talking about a massive step up, him coming from the Championship into the middle of a Premier League title race.
And so we've got Nico Gonzalez on there because Pep said he might have to play him at centre-back the other day. Yeah,
exactly. So I think it's clear where they are. It's good that Nathan Ake didn't accept that move to West Ham on loan, I suppose, at least for the moment. So it's clear who Marc Guéhi is worth the most to in this month. City have got an opportunity. They've got to go in all guns blazing in terms of fee and in terms of wages to make it irresistible to.
Well, 35 million was the number in the summer. Do you think Man City might even have to offer that same again?
Maybe more. Maybe more.
More than in the summer?
Yeah, because Palace know exactly how much Manchester City need him at the moment. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Part of the Arsenal interest, or the acceleration of the Arsenal interest, must be dictated by, can we let City get him? I mean, as James says, I think you look at that list of centre-backs and you think, how much longer will Ben White be there, for example? Has Hincapié impressed enough to have a long-term future there, even though he's had some really, really good moments in the last month or two? But part of it has to be, we have got this golden opportunity to win the Premier League, and let's get ahead of them.
How about in Europe as well? Because we've often heard that big clubs in Europe have been interested in Marc Guéhi, the likes of Real Madrid. Bayern Munich, a name that keeps coming up. If we look at Bayern's defensive options, where does Marc Guéhi fit into that if he comes in? Is he a definite starter?
Well, I would have said yes if we're going back a month, but I think the other thing that we've got to bear in mind in this transfer window is unexpected extensions. Now, Mike Maignan, for example, who was very close to going to Chelsea last summer, is re-signing at Milan, so he's not going anywhere this month. And the key one when we're talking about Guéhi and Bayern is Dayot Upamecano. And if we go back to September, October, they're miles apart on wages, Bayern and Upamecano. Now they're really close. He's really close to signing again. And this makes a massive difference. They don't feel that Guéhi is going to be a priority target for them, I don't think. I think other clubs are going to be ahead of them in a queue because they've committed so much money on Upamecano. So another free transfer signing, even if he's still a very attractive option, it feels to me like Real Madrid will be a little bit more keen to go further for him. But look, I think this gives City an opportunity, really. And, I think we have to look at that, because the front half of the team, you talked about all the reconstruction that City have done in the last year plus. The front half of the team looks great. The back half of the team, even when everyone's fit, because will Kuzanov ever get there? How fit will John Stones ever be? Is Ruben Dias the player he was 18 months, 2 years ago? These are all valid questions. So I think for all those reasons, for not just the short term, but for the medium and long term, it's the bit of the team that City really have to be looking at next if they're going to dominate in the Premier League again. And that's why Guéhi is absolutely vital for them, and why I think they will be pushed to spend a bit more if Guéhi will accept the move.
From Guéhi's point of view, though, are there a lot more advantages for him if he waits until the summer than moving in January?
It feels that way, and it's World Cup year as well. He doesn't want to be destabilised at this point in the season where he is pretty much England's first choice centre-back. He doesn't want to do anything to jeopardise that. He's very happy at Crystal Palace. He owes a lot to Crystal Palace. He respects the club. The club respect him. He's gone from being an outsider at Chelsea, a promising young player, to being established as one of the best Premier League defenders at Crystal Palace. And for him right now, I don't think it makes a huge amount of sense for him to move. There's still plenty he can achieve at Palace in the second half of this season, and in the summer he'll get the opportunity to get the World Cup out of the way, hopefully be victorious with England, and then get his choice of any club he wants to join potentially. He'll be in a much better position to decide his own destiny rather than a club coming in now and him making a decision on that said club, whereby in the summer he'll get plenty of opportunities. There is the other argument, the slightly cynical argument of he could pick up a significant injury and then this summer be in a different position than what we think he'll be in. But I think for the player now, he should wait, bide his time, enjoy the last few months at Crystal Palace, garner some more silverware, let's hope, and be in a great position in the summer to do whatever he wants to do, because he deserves it. He's an absolutely brilliant player. I think he can play anywhere on the pitch. He's that good.
Yeah. In a word, Andy, where will Marc Guéhi be at the start of next season? Which club?
Oh, this is tough. Maybe Liverpool.
Liverpool, okay.
Maybe Liverpool. I agree with James. I think he'll go on the free this summer.
Okay, right.